This is every Dark Souls one boss tier list. Okay. I'm gonna try to go through these in order based on what I remember. So who do we fight first? First we've got which one's which one here? Is this the Asylum Demon? They look the same. I feel like this is the Asylum Demon, right? Yeah, like the first one. Okay. And Surplus is gonna have to remind me of the names too if I mess up. But so, if this is Asylum Demon, like the very first one, now remember, you gotta remember, if you've never played this game before, right? Like you've never played this game, and then you're stumbling your way through, and you end up coming across this as like one of the first things. I mean, it's crazy. But it's also not very complex, but it's jarring. It's very startling. And it puts you in check. I'm thinking it's like, I don't know, man. It's probably like B. It's either B or an A. I'm not thinking like B. Okay? So who's next? Some of this I can't even tell what it is. Let me see. It's hard unless you find the gate. Right. Oh, that is kind of cool. The fact that you can run around the back and like find the upper spot and drop down for the plunge attack is kind of cool. Like it adds another dynamic to the fight and teaches you that you can do stuff. I don't know. That's kind of cool, right? I'm going to keep it at B, but that is cool that it does that. So the next is the gargoyles. So this one. It doesn't show them both, but this is the twin gargoyles on the rooftop. Now, this is like kind of equally jarring. You know what I mean? Because this is the first time that you're like, oh, okay, I gotta fight like two things at the same time. I feel like it's like... But again, it's not that complex. It's cool you could cut the tail off. That's where that whole thing starts, right? I think it's also kind of like... My gut says B. I've got B in my guts. I don't want to be too generous. You know what I mean? So what's after that? Let's see. Well, I'm trying to remember what I did. I think after that, I did Gaping Dragon. I think Gaping Dragon. So I think these are two solid start. I would even put, Asylum Demon on top of Gargoyles. Alright? So now it's Gaping Dragon. At the bottom of the depths in the sewer. I think it's kind of a lame boss. I think it's cool looking. Look at that mouth all over the top of it. You know what I mean? I think it's cool looking. So Gaping Dragon kind of sucks. I think it's kind of a cool thing, and it's got this little cutscene when it comes out, but I think it kind of sucks as a boss. It doesn't really do much. I think it's like, dude, it's either like C or a D. Is there not one below D? I feel like it's like a D. Gaping Dragon kind of sucks. Like, let's be honest. It kind of sucks. Okay, what's next? What was the next one we did? We did... I'm trying to look through these here. Was it this big guy? Yeah, they get the D. I don't know if I have to do them in order now. So, who's... Oh, Quelaag. Right? The spider... This is the Spider Queen. Yes! I don't know if it was my build. I feel like this boss was kind of lame too. Like, again, I feel like visually she's cool. You know? But like, I feel like she died real quick. I don't think it was that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. She's cooler than these. She is cooler than these. And it's after you go through the swamp, and then you're in the spider pit. I think she's cooler than these. I go A. Maybe. Dude, that's either a B or an A. She's teetering on the edge. She's on the edge of an A, but there's no in-betweensies. So I feel like I'm gonna put A. You know what I mean? And then Iron Golem, that was this big one. Ooh, this is a cool fight. Well, I mean, it's not a cool fight, but it's like, again... See, that's the thing with Dark Souls 1. Is I feel like I'm ranking these more on like the visuals because there's not that much to some of these bosses mechanically. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's like a lowercase A. But then, I don't know. I feel like Iron Golem's not as cool as that like Tower Knight in Demon Souls, but it's kind of the same thing. It's cool that you've got the ogres that are manipulating the balls, putting them down the holes and throwing them and stuff. I don't know. This is like a... Dude, it's like a C. Come on. It's not that cool. It's not. If there was no Tower Knight in Demon Souls, this would be higher. It's like a C. What do we got next? Scythe? Scythe is a hard one because... Nah, dude. Scythe goes high. Scythe goes high up. I mean, like, again... In the same way much of these are... There's not a whole lot there mechanically. It might have just been because my build was heavy bonk melee. But, like, not a lot there mechanically. Like, mechanically, it's lower. But I think the whole visual of it, and I guess the tie-in with the lore that you were even talking about, and I love how Scythe is holding the sword, and I love how the game then makes you feel bad for killing it, for killing Scythe. It's what, like, if, okay. This would be different if we were doing, like, all the Souls bosses, right? Then these would be ranked differently. But because this is just contained to Dark Souls 1, then I have to look at it like that. So it's like, for me, Scythe is one of the more memorable ones for me out of the game, and I'm gonna go S. Because, again, if we were doing, like, all Souls bosses, it would not be an S. But, like... It's the most memorable one in the game. Right, it evoked emotion. I like how, like, midway through the fight near the end, Scythe starts, like, you know, limping and falling over, but still trying to fight. Then it makes you feel bad for doing it. It's good. It's memorable for me. It's an S, okay? Who's next? Moonlight Butterfly? Yeah, let's just get right to the chase. That's just D. That's below D. There should be a lower section here. Now, I feel like Gaping Dragon might go to C. Oh my god, I don't know. Gaping Dragon kind of sucks. Right, then we met Baby Scythe, and then Scythe helped us when we summoned. I mean, that was cool. Scythe is S. We're gonna remember Scythe on this channel. If you ask me about, like, this guy in a few months, I'm gonna be like, which one again? What? Okay, so... I feel like, I don't know, Gaping Dragon is teetering on C and D, really, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go D, and then Moonlight Butterfly is lowest D. It's at the bottom of the list so far. Ornstein and Smaug. Ornstein and Smaug. I mean, probably the best in the game. If we're not including the DLC. I don't think this has DLC. Yes, it does. This has got to be the best in the base game. The whole thing where you get lifted into Anor Londo and it's like this whole spectacle, and then you get in there and you've got like the biggest, craziest boss fight yet with these two guys at the same time. One's all big and fat, the other one's all skinny and fast. It's so cool. It's so cool, dude. It's S. There's no doubt in my mind. It goes above Scythe. Which is good, because then his little hammer kind of connects to the border there. It looks good. But he's above Scythe. It's good. It's probably... These two so far are the most memorable for me in the game. So now I know we're doing this right. Okay. The Magic Demon in the Asylum. Oh, is that this one? I hate... This is stupid. Thank you so much. Shout out to Surplus for naming all these so I can put the name to the picture. So, okay, this is the Asylum Demon when you go back to the starting area and you curl up like an egg. Or curl up like a ball, and then the bird carries you back. And this is the Asylum Demon under the floor. It's dumb. It's kind of got like Elden Ring syndrome, where it's like the same boss, but like it's got a new ability where the stuff blows up. And it's in a small area. It's kind of annoying. You can't tell what's going on. It's low. Dude, it's like now I feel like I'm throwing a lot of D. I'm throwing my D around, but like, I feel like it's a D. Right, you had to terrorize the kitchen staff to even get to Ornstein and Smaug. Right. Right. So I think that's another D. Let me keep moving here. What's next? Taurus Demon. That's the guy, this guy, up on the wall. When you make it to the top of the Undead Berg area, and it's the guy that walks down the wall, and you've got the archers up on the thing behind you. You can climb up, you can do the lunge attack, which this is kind of cool because it's like you learn, if you learned in the Asylum Demon that you can like find a sneaky way to get a lunge attack, then you know you can do it here, which is what I did. And I don't know, it's okay. It's okay. I feel like it's up there with the gargoyles. It's like a B. It's like a B. It's almost, I mean, these are kind of interchangeable to me, these Bs so far. Maybe it's, yeah, it's a B. I mean, it's like a simple thing. It's not bad. There's a couple different things going on. It's not the best. It's okay. It's okay. So let me see what's next. Capra Demon. Yes. Okay. Capra Demon. Where's he at? Let me see. Capra Demon right here. So Capra Demon is the dude that you go through that fog wall, and he's in that like tiny skinny corridor, and it's like barely even any room to fight him in the arena. And there's the two dogs. There's the two like hounds in there. He wasn't that hard for me. He wasn't that hard for me. But granted, like, I'm kind of like playing Dark Souls knowing some of like the Souls mechanics of like rotating around people. But all I did was just like block and kind of rotate around him and hit him. He wasn't that hard, but he is like a WTF moment when you just walk through and it's like, what? So like, I don't know. I'm going to go C on Capra. I'm going to go C on Capra. Yeah, that's a good spot. That's where he goes. C for Capra Demon. C for Capra Demon. Okay. Now who do we got? Priscilla. That's the Scythe Lady. That's this lady. Okay, I like this one. So, this is the boss. Where is it? After you fight through that, I think it's an optional area, right? Yeah, where was this again? It was where that lady sat on my face. It was like a vampire lady. Yeah, the Capture Demon. Only annoying because the dogs. But the Capture Demon, he does have something to teach you. Because you kind of got to figure out how to go up on that staircase and take out the dogs first is the best bet. And then you could even drop off the staircase to hit him. And that's cool. I don't know. But you've already done that now. If you've done it, you did it on Asylum Demon. You did it on Taurus Demon or whatever. So it's like another plunging attack. I don't know. It's not the best. You get to see. Painted World, that's what it was. Priscilla's in the Painted World. Kind of a cool area, honestly. It's our first entrance into a painting in the series, right? And that is cool. Kind of a different feel of the area. You got those vampire-looking ladies, those succubi. Succubus, if you will. And I will. And I did. I don't know, it was okay. But then what's cool about her, I like two things about her. 3 things. Number 1, it's cool that you walk in and she doesn't attack you. And you talk to her. And she kind of like tries to talk you out of it. She's like, dude, just go. If you want to leave, you just go drop off that. I suggest you do that. This place is not for you.
It's not for you. It's not for you.
That's pretty much what she did. And so that's cool. Number 2, she looks cool. She's got the big old tail. That scythe, it's like the Grim Reaper, is cool. 3rd cool thing, the snow mechanic, exactly. The fact that she turns invisible and you have to look at the footprints to kind of get an idea of where she's at and where to swing at. That's cool. So she is, okay, she's got to be, I kind of go A. She's maybe a high B. She's the highest B. She's the highest B. And honestly, I'm still thinking about if Queen Spider here needs to go down to B. We'll see as we keep going. But Priscilla's maybe the highest B, maybe lowest A. The only problem with her was I was too strong and she just died like right away. So I guess the only problem I had is I didn't need to like rely on the cool mechanic or gimmick of her because she died so quick. So like that was the only thing, but that might be my fault. No, that's my experience with the game, so that's how I judge it, yo. She's like a high B, low A, maybe. Okay, I'm moving on. Favorite NPC? I can already tell you that. That's easy, but hold on. What do we got? Priscilla, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is that this one? I did not like this one. I did not like this one. There is stuff I liked about it. You know what I mean? Like, I liked the fact that to start it, you had to, like, you know, kill the big boobas lady or, like, marry her or something else. Like, it's cool that you have to do that, and then everything goes dark, and then you find her or him in that hallway. Like, that's cool. I like all the build up to it. But then when you get to the boss, it's not very cool. Yeah, it's kind of like you just... They run away from you, and you hide behind the pillars. I don't like it. It's like a game of cat and mouse. It's not very fun. It's not very fun. I think it goes pretty low, honestly. I mean, it's below... This is like the lowest C or the highest D. I kind of want to go lowest... I don't know. I'm gonna go low C for now, just because I like how you have to get there. I like that whole vibe leading up to it. And then they're like trying to slay you for your blasphemy. It's kind of cool. But then the payoff's not good. So I'm gonna go low C. We might drop it to high D. We might drop it to high C punch. I'm not sure. Gimmicky, running, yeah, hit and run, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me see what's next. Oh, dude, Pinwheel? Where's Pinwheel? Dude, Pinwheel. Okay. Now, Pinwheel, going into this game, Pinwheel was the only boss that I had heard people talk about hating. Like, I had heard the name Pinwheel, and people be like, it sucks. That said, I mean, I don't know, it was kind of dumb. But again, there's other stuff I like about this. Like, the fight itself is dumb. And kind of like Priscilla, it just died so fast. Like, it made me wonder, oh, okay, if it was alive longer, was it going to get harder? Was it going to keep, like, replicating itself or something? Because it just died so fast that it was just like, okay, it didn't even feel like a boss. But I like the whole, I loved the whole classic, like, graveyard area, then into the catacombs, then into the tombs of the giant, and then, like, you find Pinwheel, this creature down there with the 3 different people. Like, it was cool, but I think it's a D. I think it's a D, for sure. Yeah, I think it's a D. It's a D down there with the Ds. Yeah, if there was a lower score, I might even consider that. But that's a D. Now, what do we got? Who's next? Let me see. Pinwheel, Grave Lord, Nito. I liked, okay. Yeah, Pinwheel gets a D because everything that I said that I liked about, yeah, Pinwheel gets a double D. Okay. Double D for Pinwheel. Because everything that I just said that I like about Pinwheel just kind of goes double for Graveyard Nito in a better way. It's just like, it's just the same thing, but cooler. Like, you work your way all the way down through the graves and the tombs of the giants, and it's pitch black, you can't even see. And then you get down far enough, and there's like these huge sarcophagi, and then you find Grave Lord Nito, who we joined his gang earlier on, even, remember? His covenant. So he's cooler. He's way cooler. He does that scream. And okay, I also love the fact that, like, he's got the skeletons in there with him who keep coming back to life unless you've got the blessed divine blade or whatever. Like, that is cool. That's a cool thing that you got to kind of figure out how to work around or navigate. And he does that spike in the ground, but it's that scream. It's like... Oh shit, it comes out of the ground. I think Nito's cool. I think Nito's Nito. I think Nito goes... I mean, it's above. I think Nito goes A. If we're talking about Dark Souls 1, Nito's in A. Yeah, because this Queen Spider Lady is cool in the same kind of way. It's not like it's any better. You know, I might even put Nito above. Okay. What's next? Let me see what you got. Scythe. Oh, dude, I didn't like Scythe. Scythe the Scaleless. I did not love Scythe the Scaleless. And I don't like the Crystal Caves leading to Scythe. The only cool thing the Crystal Caves had was I thought it was cool looking. And I like this was like kind of the first usage, unless there's some in Demon Souls, but I can't remember. But the first usage of the invisible walkways, but you have to see the little crystalline shards like landing on it to know the walkway's there. I thought that was cool. Other than that, though, I didn't like it at all. I thought it wasn't fun to fight. It was like a big tentacle leg. It kind of reminded me of, what's that boss? Eubritus in Bloodborne with the tentacles hanging out the back. It kind of reminded me of that. And I didn't think that's very fun either. So, like, I don't know, man. I didn't like it. You got to break the crystal behind it to even do damage, but, like, it just felt like pointless even. I don't know. I didn't love it. I don't love it. I think it's a C. I think it's a C. I think it's above these just for the spectacle. But it's above, let me see. It's above Gwendolyn. I think it might be above Forest Demon. I mean, it might be like a high C, but it's in the C nonetheless. Yeah, C. Yeah, Ebrietus. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Mid D? Oh, dude. Okay. Well, hold up, though. Serena does make a good point that the fact that it even bugged and the clams were in there and we had to restart, that was annoying. It's a low C. Dude, it's like mid C. I don't know. Because thinking back, like, I was annoyed, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know. It's somewhere here. I know, I'm leaving it there. I'm leaving it there, okay? Sometimes I feel a way in the moment, but in retrospect, we change, right? So what do we got now? I gotta scroll back up. Four Kings? Not very cool. I don't know, dude. They're not very cool. It wasn't very cool. I think the idea of them was cool, and I actually like New Londo. I thought the fact that you can't hit the ghosts without, like, cursing yourself, or maybe you could use a Divine Blade too, I don't remember. But, like, that is a kind of a cool little gimmick to the area. I like that you have to flood the waters to reveal the ruins more. That's all cool. Isaac, what's up, dude? Welcome. Four Kings, I like that you got to fall into the abyss with the ring that we got from Sif, which is pretty dope if you think about the sitch, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You like how that tied together? That's pretty cool. Sif gave us the ring of the abyss, which means we could fall into the pit. That's cool. So I like, but it's another one of those ones where I kind of like the area more than I liked the boss, because the problem with the boss is the black background. I think it's just like, I don't like bosses. I don't know. I even kind of felt this way about the Elden Beast to a degree. But I just don't like bosses where it's just like a black background. We're in the middle of a void. Nothing's there. I don't love it. I never liked that, you know? So I think, but it's cool that you got to fight four of them. It's cool that it's after that neat area. So Four Kings. I think Four Kings has got to go like B. It's B. I put it even below this. I'm putting it low B. Maybe high C. Is it related to the lore? Well, okay, because of the abyss, the void, right? The abyss walkers. I go low B. I go low B on it. I do. They all look exactly the same. You know what I mean? And I get it. They're supposed to be, but like, I go low B. I don't like, I just wouldn't, even if it's lore related, I don't love it when that happens with a boss fight, you know? I just don't. It's a low B. Isaac, we're doing the tier lists for the bosses because we just finished Dark Souls entirely. We finished Dark Souls 1, beat every boss in the DLC just now. So I'm doing this real fast. But we gotta finish and I'm dragging on, so let's go. Let me see what's next. Four King Centipede Demon. Centipede Demon sucks. Dude, Centipede Demon is trash. Trash boss. Absolute trash. Centipede Demon is trash. That's fine. Listen, if the lore behind Four Kings is cool, that's fine. It's still B-level fight for me. If that. It's push and C. I don't love it. There's not a lot to it. And I don't like the visual design, you know? So, Centipede Demon is trash. I forgot about this boss already until we just found it in this list. Don't like it. It was easy. I just like stood underneath it and it died. I don't know. I don't even know. I killed it so fast. I don't even know if there was a gimmick to this boss. I think this is one of the bosses where we didn't die at all. I think I just killed it on the first try. I think so. Which I can't say about most of these. Some of them, yeah. Centipede's D. Centipede's down there with... Dude, I almost think Centipede Demon was worse than Pinwheel. I don't know, man. It's down there with Pinwheel. Down in the dumps, bro. Down in the dumps, it is. Okay, what's next? Let me scroll up. Fire Sage Demon. Oh, God. That is the other. Where is it? Is it here? It's this one. That is the other. That's the third Asylum Demon reskin now. So all that is the Asylum Demon that we've got up here in a B. But then his reskin I put down here as a D. And now the third reskin right here I'm putting down here as a D. I think it's better than this one. I'll give it that. Because there's branches that break when you walk through them. And I think that's cool. But like, it's a D. It's a D. It's, dude, it's arguably, I don't like it. It's a D. Let me see what's next. Bed of Chaos. Yeah, Bed of Chaos and Gwyn. Okay, Bed of Chaos. It's gotta be D, man. I mean, it at least looks cooler. I don't know. Bed of Chaos has to be D. It's gotta be D, but it's gotta be like, not like maybe the lowest D. Because as opposed to Centipede Demon and Pinwheel, it at least is like maybe kind of neat that you break through these branches and hit this thing and it's this big looking tree. It's cooler looking than the Centipede Demon. Centipede Demon's dumb. I think it's... No, Bed's not getting a B. No way. I think it's kind of... I don't love it. It's like a D. I think it's down there with like the Moonlight Butterfly. Yeah, I think listen, I could have an argument for all these that are in D right now. I feel like these all belong in D. It's not a triple S. No way. So far, we only got 2 S and 2A, and I'm skeptical about a couple. Like, I'm skeptical about this. Queen. Waylag. Okay, I'm moving on. What's next? Gwyn. That was the final one we just did. Is that this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. Is it this one? No, what is this one? I'm forgetting one. No. Oh. We're forgetting this guy. This is Ceaseless Discharge. If we were ranking them on names, then Ceaseless Discharge goes to S. Because it's like got the best name in the game. Yeah, she was early on, and she's kind of... The Queen was kind of the first boss that was like... the first boss that was kind of like... Kind of cool in the sense that she looked different than all the stuff that came before. You know what I'm saying? So, Ceaseless Discharge is not that cool. I mean, it's cool that you have to, like, steal his, like, dead sister's clothes and he gets mad. He died easy because he, like, tripped on a rock and then just kind of fell over. So I thought that was kind of dumb. I don't know. Dude, some of the... This just might be, like, a personal preference. But some of the lava bosses I just don't love. That's why you'll notice pretty much all of the lava ones are down here. Other than maybe the queen, but she's just got lava moves. That's it. But like, I don't like the lava bosses, man. They feel so phoned in and just not well designed. I don't know, man. It's gotta be, you think low C? It's either low C or high D. Excuse me, but that means I'm putting everybody at D. Like, let's go through it. Like, it's better than Moonlight Butterfly, I think. I think it's like up there tied with like Gaping Dragon. Maybe above Gaping Dragon, if that. That's where I'm at. I'm thinking like high D. Dude, like I almost feel like you could put this boss in a D. Okay, let's just keep going. So now we're on Gwen. The final boss, which we just did moments ago. It took us 2 tries. It wasn't very hard, and I didn't even parry it, like you were saying. Not very hard, but I did like the music. I thought it felt cool. It felt like the end of our journey, walking up to it. And it's funny how even on the path to get to it, it's not like the first kiln. Is that what it was? There's like those big knights that you're used to seeing early on. I mean, you saw them in like Undead Burg. But when you saw them in Undead Burg, they were terrifying, and it was like you could barely fight them good, you know? And then at the end of the game, you're walking to the final boss, and you're just like down in those knights left and right. Like they don't even bother you at all. And I think that's cool. And I like the music when you walk in, and I like the arena. I even like that it's just like one-on-one with a humanoid boss with a sword. I think that's cool because that's the style I like more sometimes than big beast. Shout out to Mr. Beast. But okay, it's definitely above a lot of these, honestly. Even though I beat it on the second try, I feel like it's above the Queen Spider for me. The whole experience. It's above Nito. Dude, it might be S. I mean, I don't know. This one's teetering between highest A and lowest S for me. I kind of want to do A just because it was easy. Pericles, what's up? Black Saw, welcome. I feel like I gotta go maybe highest A just because it was so easy. It was too easy, but maybe that's because we did the DLC first. You know? Just saying. Just saying. I'm gonna leave it at high A for now. Okay? Now, as you can see, we're moving into the DLC for the final 4. It's the final countdown. Okay? What's this guy's name? Let me see if you wrote these. Yeah. Sanctuary Guardian was this one. Sanctuary Guardian. Let me remember myself for the names of these. Sanctuary Guardian, Artoria, Halamite, and Manus. Yep. So, Sanctuary Guardian, I think was kind of a cool, like, whoa, yo, DLC is going to be a little bit different. We're a little bit more aggressive. If you try to heal, we're going to kill you immediately. And we're just a lot faster. We're a lot faster. You know what I mean? Less forgiving. So I think this is a cool boss. I think it's a cooler boss. It kind of feels like an Elden Ring boss. Like I feel like you fight a few of these things that feel like this in Elden Ring. Like those lions with the big old yeah. The lions and a few of the other ones. It's Elden Ringy. It's Elden Ringy. So like I don't know. I think it's above these. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A. Maybe even above Spider Lady. Maybe even above Nito. I mean, it's up there. It's up there. Okay, now Artoria. He was cool. Again, he started kind of feeling more like a more modern Souls boss. Like, he felt like a Dark Souls 3 boss. No, bro. No, my friend. This is Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 and the DLC boss tier list. We just finished moments ago. We beat the game. So, he feels like a DS3 boss, which is cool. I like it. I think he's up here. I think he's A. I don't think he's as hard as a lot of people thought, but I think he's A. Yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. Yeah, tiers list. Oh, what a good twist, bro. I'm gonna name it that. Good idea. Oh my god, Sarah. Ooh, Serena. Jesus. Okay. Let's see. What do we got next? Calamite. The dragon. The black dragon Calamite. He was dope. Now, I gotta say, I didn't think I was gonna say this. I feel like Black Dragon Calamite goes S. It goes S. I think it goes maybe right below Sif, if not even maybe above Sif. It's up there in S, dude. It's so cool that you see it land on the bridge and look at you and then fly away. And then you see it fly over again as you're entering the arena, which is like not like all of these other bosses. Like, that's cool. And then the thing with that giant, what's his name? Gog? Who has like the coolest dialogue in all the game, who is the best NPC in the game. For Higgins, when you said that earlier. He's the best NPC. He's like, let me show you how Gog slay dragon. And like stands up with that bow that he gives you, the bow. It's S, dude. Dragon was S. The blind bow, bro. It's a good alliteration. It's a good rhyme. All around, it's an S time. S time. S tier. Yeah. Good stuff. Now, Manus, I don't know. I thought it was kind of dumb. I thought Manus was kind of dumb. I kind of liked the whole, like, ghostly humanities on the way in, leading up to him. I did like that I could summon Sif after finding Sif hidden in that hidden illusionary wall. I thought that was cool. But I don't know. I thought Manus was kind of low. I thought Manus was kind of bland. I thought Manus was kind of dark, kind of boring, kind of big. I couldn't even really tell the arms when they were moving. It was just kind of like a big mess. I'm not manic about Manus. I'm no maniac here. I think it's going to be... I mean, it's like, it's less cool than some of these to me. It's less cool. It's like down, it's like a C. It's somewhere in the C's. It's not quite a D at all. It's cool that you could use that pendant to like block the magic, even though we didn't. I don't know. It's like down here in the C. It's gonna be like a high C punch. Yeah. Maybe above Taurus Demon. It's somewhere like this. It's somewhere like, I don't know. It's here. Maybe up here. Maybe above Ceaseless too. It wasn't that. It was not that. I mean, I don't know. I gotta go down lower. It's kind of boring. Like, I'm not gonna remember it. I'm not gonna remember it. I'm gonna put it right there. There you go. There you have it. There's the quintessential Dark Souls 1 tier list plus DLC starring Big Sherpa. These are the most memorable. I'm not gonna forget Ornstein and Smough. I'm not gonna forget Sif. I'm not gonna forget that dragon and the giant shooting it out of the sky. That was awesome. I'm not gonna forget this guy with the music. Gwyn at the end is dope. This guy's a little bit more forgettable, but he was cool. I like these types of bosses. I like knights. I don't love the beasts as much. You know? Then as we get to like this and on is when I'll kind of like, I don't know, I'm not going to remember that much about these. Some of these are more memorable just because they were earlier on, but they're not more memorable other than that. You know what I mean? So that's not to be discounted though. You know what I mean? That serves a lot early game. It does. Down here though is when we get to like, yeah, just don't care. Don't care. Yeah, I agree. Artorias is like, you gotta be quick. It's unforgiving. It feels like a Dark Souls 3 type night fight. You know what I mean? It's cool. Dude, all around, I love the game. I loved the game. Yeah, I might do a video on this. I wish I had the chat on the whole time. Sorry, guys. I forgot to flip it on. But either way, awesome game. It's up there. Now, my favorites, honestly, are like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. I mean, I love all of these, you know? All decisions are final. All rulings are final in the court of Big Sherpa. Alright? Now I gotta go. We're gonna have to switch it up now. We're gonna have to see what we're gonna do. I know we're gonna do some Breath of the Wild, I already said. But then, I'm thinking maybe some Elden Ring. I don't know. Maybe we'll switch it up. I'm gonna probably do a couple Breath of the Wild days for sure, though. Before we start to flip-flop. If we flip-flop. Now I gotta go. Adios, everybody. Have a good night. Take care. We beat it! Sherpa.